Third time the bird prepared to leave. Desert Runner, you have helped me so much, and I thank you, but I still need one thing. You are a skilled hunter, and I am always hungry. You never use your wings to fly. Let me have them so I can hunt like you. Desert Runner said, I have given you my voice and gilded you with my labours. Now you would take my wings and take my freedom too? You ask too much of me, Rattlesnake. I will not help you any longer.
The buds bloomed and the willows wept. Hear us, firstborn. Hear us, flesh ones. Own forsakes his throne for a bed of crows. Your people still search for Own's body lost in the marsh. You scour the sand for the talisman of fate, although it is already yours. The gardens of Issa are summer. The Tuatha Deon, the entropic legacy. Learn well the ways of both Issa and Own, lest the withering return.
Hold right there, newcomer. I welcome you to Edessa, but before you enter, I must catalogue your visit. Please answer the questions as truthfully as possible. It's imperative that our tallies be accurate. Now, what brings you to Edessa? Yes, well, at least you look more put together than some of the people that came here before you. Poor sods. With any luck, your errands go without incident. Now, where have you come to Edessa from? From Morris Hughes? You mean to say you've come from Alistar? Yes, I see it now. They were wrong about your nose, but you match the description of the one I was to look out for. We can dispense with the remainder of my questions. You are free to enter Edessa. Sandstone Villa will serve as your lodgings. Temporarily. It's no trick, newcomer. I take my duties very seriously. But I think you are right to be suspicious. True, you have been saved from the squalid lodgings of the Hospitalis quarters, but Sandstone Villa is usually saved for a peculiar manner of guest. It is more than unusual for one of your kind to be lodged there in any event. Now here's your key. Welcome to Edessa. Yes, go on.
Hello?
So, you're the one that's come from Alistar. I've waited more than a while for you to show up. I'm Bruton, Decanus Bruton of the Praetorians. I've been stationed here for your protection. I won't lie to you, Longlegs. You being housed here is because someone wants to keep an eye on you. I don't even know who it is. But I can tell you one thing. A gnome who keeps secrets in this city isn't up to anything good. Better to track them down before you or anyone else gets hurt. Luckily, looks like I'm not the only one that noticed your arrival. Got some letters here from the other concerned parties. Could be some leads. Hey, and here they are. Talking with any of their authors should get you in the right direction. I won't lie to you. I'm sticking my neck out here helping you the way I have. But I won't stand to let any one gnome ruin the greater good of my people. Need anything else, talk to Milo. He's been stationed as your retainer while you stay in the villa. Yeah, good hunting. Milo at your service. Milo at your service.
Hello?
What? Yes? Yes?
Care to browse? I can promise you'll always find the goods you... need at Sembles. Care... Please, come by again.
What?
Got the forge hot, stranger. If you need me... All right, then.
Welcome. I have a fully stocked apothecary if you need it. Drink. Theodore's always got...
I'll be here, shopping for books. Ah, the guest of... Sandstone Villa. Come again.
Hello. The Alpha have a grand city in Rathir. Farewell.
Yes? Are you... You have come! The new guest of Sandstone Villa. Thank the gods you've arrived. I'm Cordan Passant, a scrivener of the Domus, and I have need of your help to solve a rather delicate situation. I was asked to write a letter of contingency. Should things for the Alpha turn dire, it would establish a known peace between Edessa and the Tuatha armies. It was never meant to be sent, only prepared, but was accidentally taken by the courier. It must be recovered. You need to find the courier. It was a traveler by the name of Parwan Well. She said she was making her way to Rathir, but she might have stopped in the travelers' camp in Apotir. Sun Camp is the name, I believe. Fair enough.
Yes?
Ah, the get... sandstone just as well. Salutations.
Yes?
Yes? What do you want? I am not in the habit of making conversation with strangers, especially one of your stature. Please be quick. I see. Think very, very carefully about what you are saying. Octien is a Templar. He is in a position of the highest authority. And who, may I ask, are you? For you to accuse Octien without having a direct confession is not only meaningless, but contrary to all our procedures. Make no mistake, stranger. If you initiate hostilities with a Templar, then you will become an enemy of the gnome state. Justice is pursued when a Templar confesses to his crimes. Then and only then. And Octien will confess to nothing, I assure you. I can do no more for you. Trouble me no further with this matter, especially when you have so little evidence. We have already discussed this. Nothing as such. Templar Octien...
Hello. I'm here to send regrets on behalf of Templar Joriel. While she wishes to extend you aid, she's stymied by protocol. What she gave you was an official response. I'm here to give you another response. A personal one. My superior has suspected for some time the crimes that you've levied against Templar Octien. But like you, she is frustrated by his status. Allow me to be direct. If you can make Templar Octien publicly acknowledge his crimes, then Templar Joriel will reward you. She will be your patron of sorts. You wish to bring the Templar to justice, yes? Then you must get him to publicly acknowledge his crimes in some form. As my superior no doubt told you, the Templar may be found in the livrarium. I suggest you go there.
Yes? What? Yes? Welcome to the garrison. Welcome to the garrison.
Well met. Have you need to practice your sword arm? We have sparring chambers for your use. It's a common training amongst the guard. Those seeking to improve their skills or try new tactics may use it. Excellent. You can find a sparring room in the garrison. Go there and hone your skills, should you wish. You're not going anywhere! What? Be careful if you're entering the mine.
You look like you have some free time on your hands. Care to earn a bit of coin? Uncatalogued tomes are stored and protected in warded containers. If you save me some time, I'll pay you well. All I need you to do is go to each container and dispel the ward on it. I'll pay you for each one you manage to dispel. Excellent. I'll have some brought up. They'll be in the upstairs alcove waiting for you. A pleasure.
What? Interesting. Taller than I would have thought, but still, you will serve as a subject. You are the guest at Sandstone Villa, correct? Otherwise, I'll have to look elsewhere. So long. You've come back. Have you elected to help with my experiment after all? This is a city... So long.
Excuse me? Damn bloody fool thing, Lauren. Oh, did not see you there, stranger. What? What the devil are you talking about? I don't have any sort of... Did you say master's pick? Just about the only possession I had that was wholly my own. Isn't even mine any... Oh, now why am I telling you this? Leave me. Ha! And the next thing I suppose you'll say is you've come to spread the love of the Lord Mitharu. I don't need some blundering thespian in my ear. Go on, leave me. Shoo! What? Just about the only possession I had that was wholly my own... Coins? That certainly does put matters into perspective. All I was saying was that I had no master's pick, just a strange, unopenable box, but the Praetorians confiscated it. I was to send it to a colleague of mine who's been a bit ostracized by the community. Now, that box is rotting in Odessa's armory. Ah, very well.
Yes?
Excuse me?
Have you done all the work you've wanted to? I see. I'll pay you for the containers you dispelled. Speak with me again if you want more. I'm never good. A pleasure.
Yes?
please tell me you've made some discovery. It was sent to Rathir. Fair enough.
What? You shouldn't be in here. Trespasser! Trespasser! What? Intruder! Guards! No good will come of visiting the Hospitalis quarters. You there! Halt! Don't let me catch him. Yes? 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 What?
Hello there.
Ain't no merchant, ain't no trader. Yeah.
Yes?
Well, don't suppose I'm speaking to the new guest of the Sandstone Villa. I heard someone had taken occupancy there. I suppose you've come to the quarters to slum it, eh? Or are you inclined to lend a hand here? We're in a curious position here. The gnomes are obliged to help us, but they don't really want us dirtying up their city. So they shove us in here. Better than the wastes, but not by much. And if we try to improve the situation, we'll be turned out. We need someone who can stand up for us without getting us evicted, and who isn't afraid of bending some gnomish laws. I think that might be an order. Here's an advance for your help. You'll get the rest when the jobs are finished. You can find the petitions board in the quarters. Answer 2 of them, and I'll hold the job complete. Amalur can tell you more about the tasks, and will reward you for doing each one. So long. Don't bother, Riddle.
Yeah, this won't do. This won't do at all. Profits haven't been up since... Oh, yeah, excuse me, you're the courier, yes? Good. You're early. We can begin at once. Why, the delivery to the Motus Mining branch office in the Hollowlands. Now, it seems we've misplaced our copy, so you'll have to reclaim the handbook from our old headquarters in Apotir. Good. Should go to the old Motus Mining offices in Apotir. Once you've found the book, bring it to a pool Vire. Fine.
What? Welcome to the Grand Bursars, the city's financial heart. Though not a gnome, my superiors have authorized me to help you as best I can. We can offer loans, property development opportunities, and oversight on investments made with us. Now, what could I do for you? Very well. We'll invest a standard capital on your behalf. We can't promise its return, but we will invest it to your discretion. Well enough. The capital will partly finance a new Motus mining expedition, which can bring great wealth, or nothing. Have a pleasant day. Hello again. What can I assist you with? Ah, I am so very sorry, but I'm afraid you are only considered should you come into... Have a pleasant day. What?
Look at you! Don't seem to be quite as busy as the other Alfar working the scaffolding. You might be perfect. Listen, stranger, would you like to earn a bit of coin? No sweat off your brow, promise. I don't know all the details about it. I assist many scholars with their works here. I know that Scar Naren was involved in linguistics. It's safe to say the experiment will likely be some verbal study. Scar Naren has quarters in the Basilica Nostra. Speak with her and she'll get you started. You need to speak with Scar...
Well, there is much work left to be done to the art. Be well. What's needed?
What?
Be quick.
when I sent O'Dern to recruit subjects, I didn't think I'd find one quite as tall as yourself. But he has done well. In fact, I'd say you make the perfect test case for my newest work. In so many words, yes, I'm developing a potion vital for future diplomacy. One that will let the user understand foreign tongues. But it requires calibration. Currently, the potion grants universal understanding, but it will not properly permit speech. I will administer a new formula. The spells in my lab shall localize the effects, so I can ask a few questions of you in various tongues. Yes. Now, I will just administer the potion and we can begin. Yes? If you can understand what I am saying, please tell me my name. Very good. Very good indeed. I'm going to try a different language now. See if you can understand it. Tell me, where can I find the Court of Summer? This is rather remarkable progress. We've covered much more ground than my other subjects. Now, I am not quite as versed in the language of the Jotun as I really need to be for this, but I'll attempt to ask my final question anyways. There is an army of Fae named the Tuatha. Tell me, where are they from? Well done! That was more successful than I'd ever hoped. The potions should begin wearing off completely by this point. I want to go record this data. I'm happy for your assistance. Here, take these potions for your trouble, and thanks again. Yes?
What? Yes?
Need something.
Yes? What?
Guest of Sandstone Villa. Yes, yes.
You're alive. What an unexpected and quite unfortunate turn of events. The White Palm are hardly thugs. Simply finding them cost me a small fortune, when I expect to be reimbursed with this failure. Or what? You'll slaughter me in a murderous rage? Typical. Your kind is as predictable as it is stupid. I'm afraid you'll find me quite hard to kill. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same for you. Attack me in this city, and I won't just have you clapped in irons. No, I'll hand you over to the scholars in the Basilica for research. I'll admit I did not see you and Hughes are lying to blackmail me. His conscience was always his biggest liability. Ventrinio will take over research on the well. He has no such weaknesses. Perhaps I'll even give him your corpse to examine. After all, you met your first death as his assistant. It would be a reunion. Of course. And it's such a pity you'll never find out.
Well, if setting fire to the livrarium and hiring assassins is not an admission of guilt on Octienne's part, I certainly don't know what is. It is clear that we Templars must make him assume responsibility for his actions, overt as well as hidden. Even though you went against my explicit instruction, you were effective. You have my respect. An ugly rendering of the truth. Did we not use each other? You needed Octien's information, and I needed him stripped of his power. I had to trust that you would do your part, and trust is not something one can always rely on. But I was rewarded for my faith handsomely. Now it's your turn. You have certainly earned it. Ventrinio Desalini. One name I never expected to be brought into this business. It seems he has escaped the gallows yet again. I believe your friend Scholar Hughes may be able to help. While you were here, my people found him salvaging the tomes Octien attempted to burn. Now, you must excuse me. A Templar has fallen from power, and Edessa's political buzzards are circling.
Greetings!
It was my mistake to assume that Octien would go quietly, or that he would leave evidence behind. Such a waste. Some of those books he burned were centuries old, but luckily for us, I was able to salvage some from the flames. Oh, a great many prizes. Treatises on the nature of death, tables upon tables of autopsy analyses, but only one item of true value. Octien's diary. Based off of what I've read in these pages, Ventrinio has been working on an island off of Cluricon. True, but this young lady says she has a way to fix that. I'm not sure how you know Elinshire, but she seems quite eager to speak with you. When you meet Ventrinio, be careful. His genius comes at the price of his sanity. He may want to kill you the second time around for good measure. If he hasn't yet gotten completely mad, Ventrinio should be able to get you into Alabastra. Unfortunately, research on the Well of Souls will be put on hold. Octien organized it in secret, and the other Templars will want to learn all they can of it. But I do not think I'll be idle in the meantime. With Octien out of the way, there will be need of a new Templar in Edessa.
I seem to have attracted a guest. What can I help you with? Oh, that would be the squeaky little gnome from Edessa. Smelled like vellum and book paste, as I recall. I was hired to take the note from him. Sure as rain. A gnomish scholar named Arancourt hired me to take it and throw it in the quarry. That's where you can find that letter if you're looking. And I can even give you Arancourt's orders as proof. If you pay the right price. I suppose you're right. If you care so much about the little rag, I can part ways with it. Now don't say I didn't give you anything. Good.
You return, box and all. Boxes are for opening, young thief. But still, this task can be held completed. Except it is not.
There is no way into this box nor its contents. How can this pick be of any use to us? This note mentions Guyon Stebic. He's with Motus Mining. Break into his laboratory, find this Aravis engine, and use it to free the key then. Farewell.
May I help you?
Hey there, how can I help? I thought I could smell meat on you.
Stranger.
Well done. I was worried the Zangar boys might give you a bit of trouble. was right about you. I have an eye for promise, you know. Prospecting, as the locals would call it. I've noticed your weapons. I assume you know how to use them? It's a pity, but the only way to clean up Whitestone will be to get them dirty. We've received news that Adath Scoria might be hiding out with the Sinric family in their old Terrenium quarry. Get down there and take a look. See what you can see.
Rattlesnake grew so angry that poison filled his mouth. He lunged at Desert Runner, but the bird was too fast. Rattlesnake cried after him, "I will seek your nest, Desert Runner. I cannot kill you, but you cannot save all of your children." That is why Desert Runner searches for Rattlesnake, and Rattlesnake hunts the defenseless.
you? What are you doing all the way down here? You'd think the Sinrics would be enough to keep anyone away. An agent of that snake Eswin, no doubt. You're not the first one he sent to scare me from my mine. I'll tell you what I've told the rest. That claim is Scoria property. You can kill me, but it won't matter. Politicians come and go, they follow the money. But a man protecting his land will never leave it. You tell him that. If you wish to do the right thing, and there is a right thing, meet me later. I'll be staying with allies in Whitestone. It's the last place Eswin would look. Together you and I can save Apotyr. I'm in hiding from Eswin's hired swords, men and women like you. But I can see that you're...
You haven't laid eyes on Hrindi, have you? She is bright, graceful, like an oasis on a summer's day. I was sure she would be here. She said the stars themselves wouldn't wait as long as she would. What do you mean she's gone? Was her fear too great? Did she choose to stay behind? I had a feeling this would happen. In the end, I couldn't make her happy. So, she's really gone. I understand. For a short time, I had the sun all to myself. And now, I must let it shine for all the world. Such warmth is meant to be shared. Please, keep the parchment. It is a map drafted by my grandfather. It reveals the locations of all Darkvari hordes in Apotyr. It's the best I can give you.
Hello. Well, you wouldn't return unless you had something to tell me, am I right? So rude. I should have expected that. I don't think you understand. The days of the family mines are over. A new order has come to Apotyr. The Darkvari, Sinrics, and the Zongas. I will deal with them in time. But the Scorias, they are different. They have the people's respect, and that is powerful. Listen to me carefully. If you walk away from this, from me, you will no longer be welcome in Whitestone. So tell me, friend, are we still partners? I had a feeling you'd stick around. Tough times call for tough choices, and you've got the guts to do what needs to be done. Here's what I want. The deed to Scoria Mine gives me ownership of all ore discovered inside its many shafts. The gnomes say it's run dry, but I don't believe it. Adath was hiding the truth. That vein is still active, and I need proof. Get inside Scoria and obtain a sample. It's not as easy as it sounds. You'll know what I mean when you get there.
Hi.
There is something curious at work here. The Hierophant predicted that you would steal the Master's pick, and you come back with this. I've hated Arcia for years. Always speaking truth, always. But this job, this failure, is a fallacy. How could the Hierophant be wrong? Never mind that. There is a more pressing matter at hand. The Hierophant has another task for you. Be gone. The Hierophant blesses Suncamp, and you must pray at the Hierophant shrine in camp. It is the only means of conversing to our guide. Farewell. I see you. And lastly, you arrive. There is something hesitant in your step, I see. But it is not your step that concerns me. I have learned that an enemy of the Travelers is soon to meet his end. Mon Cointaker has been sentenced to execution. Nor should you. He is a crude and loathsome killer who cost Suncamp dearly. But the fortune he amassed will be proper recompense for his slights against us. Go to Convict's Cavern and find his cell. He will give you a key to his hoard, which you will recover. This I have foreseen.
Stay out of trouble.
Well, looks like one of Arjean's blew in here. Wonder what the guards would do if I called them over. But Mon won't do that, though it sounds a bit of fun. You are a traveler, aren't you? Suppose Suncamp came to gloat. Well, they've welded my door shut until I reach the gallows, so it's yours. But this is only part of the key you'll need. See? I'm a fair man. I gave the other pieces to the Zungars and the Dark Varis. They're looking for my treasure right now, and I don't think they'll share. This is what you scabs get for picking at Mon's bones. Claim my gold if you dare. Arjean can hold my debt fulfilled if you survive.
Be on your guard.